Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Axis Mini Pendant, the 186400. Awesome fixture. Let's get into the details, and I have the piece of glass right here so we can see pretty much everything. So let's get into the size of the fixture. From the bottom of the fixture to the very top, and that's going to be where you see the telescoping rod start. It's going to be 13.5 inches high, and then left to right measurement, that's going to be really the piece of metal, and the glass is going to be 3 inches diameter, basically. Okay, so when we add the telescoping rod idea, then we're going to be talking about overall height, and that's going to be measured from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. You'll notice you have a pull-down menu. It says up in the upper right-hand corner, choose your adjustable length. And like I said, that's going to be from the actual ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. You'll see there's 3 different adjustable telescoping ranges, and how this works is this telescoping rod goes into the bigger one. Where they come together is called a clutch, and there's a little set screw. You can barely see it hiding right there. So you're going to be able to bring this up and down during your installation, and then when you get it to where you want it to be, then you basically just tighten the set screw and it locks it into place so it can't go up and down anymore. So let's go over those measurements. The short is going to be 27.8 to 34.7. The standard one, the one in the middle, is 32.9 to 42.1. Long is going to be 40.2 to 49.4. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, we do custom. What you need to do is just drop me a quick email, tell me what you're looking for, like an 186400, and you need it to be X long from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. So it could be 26, it could be 84, whatever. Just tell me what you're looking for. I take that email and I send it over to Hubbardton Forge to the customs department, circles back, and they'll give us an answer. Adds a little time, adds a little money, non-returnable, but we do them every single day, so it's easy, easy, easy. Okay, so moving on from there, on the install sheets that I want you guys to look at, that you can see on our site, like I said, on the right-hand side of the screen, it's going to show you more information. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's also going to show you that you have a 5-inch round diameter canopy that's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. There's a bracket on the back where they all hook on together. It's also going to be slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. So if you guys have a slope ceiling or a cathedral ceiling you're working with, there's a knuckle at the very top of this that allows this to bend just like that. So let's say this is your slope. Oh, there we go. More like that. So slope ceiling all the way from 45 back to being flat again. Okay. Let's go over what's inside of this as far as lamping goes. So Hubbardton Forge says that this is actually a halogen fixture. It is going to ship with a 60-watt halogen bulb. Those are the little bulbs. And they dim beautifully and they throw a beautiful light. And they're going to cap you at 60 watts because the glass on this is not very wide and it needs to cool. And how these things cool is they suck in the cooler air at the bottom, they expel the warmer air at the top, and it's called cooling by convection. So anyway, you are working with a halogen bulb to begin with, but I would say a lot of you guys are going to want to do LEDs, and I think it's an awesome idea. We have this in our showroom on display, and I have this LED in it. This is called a Cobb LED, and I'll get into that in a second. But there's other LEDs too, and if you just Google G9 LED, you're going to see a whole bunch of things popping up, and there can be all these kind of different LEDs. The ones that have the orange inside, these are phosphorus LEDs, and they're pretty cool. These are both, I think one of these is a 40-watt equivalent, one's probably a 60-watt equivalent. These guys are Cobb LEDs. You can see them next to me, like a corn cob. So they have rows of LEDs, including on the ends. This one is clear. This one is got a little bit of a milkiness going on a cover. These are dimmable LEDs. Just make sure, a couple things. Make sure that you buy an LED in the color temperature that you're looking for. That's going to be really important because it's easy to make a mistake if you go too fast. I like the warmth of a incandescent bulb. That's going to be that warm white. That's going to be 3,000 Kelvin. So some of you guys also like the cooler daylight. That's going to be that whiter light. So when you're out there looking, and by the way, the whiter light one is 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. So when you're out there looking either on the internet or in a store, like a hardware store, make sure you look at the box really carefully and see where the color temperature is on it. So 3,000 Kelvin warm white, 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin cool white. Buy a dimmable version of whatever bulb you're doing because you're probably going to want to dim this down, and that's a very good idea. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with, and then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.